And howdy, everyone. It is Comic News. I'm Duke.
And I'm the real Manos.
And yeah, it's a normal news week. I unfortunately could not get that interview with Frank Miller's hat. Uh, its publicist said, wait, let me read this one. And let me do the voice it did. Go to hell. That's what it told me to. Oh wait, that's the hat. The hat told me to do that. That hat is so finicky. And yes, I called the hat first, not Frank Miller. I know my limits.
Yes, yes.
I can call the fictional character we made up.
Frank Miller's hat is played by Christian Bale.
What are we going to do today, Frank?
What protesters will you hate today?
Hey, you want to yell at a lighting guy? That's always fun.
Yeah, we're combining all sorts of stuff.
That's what we do here. So
Yeah.
let's begin our show with a phrase that I'm not going to take credit for. It came from my fanboy, but let's look at Marvel's CANCELPOCALYPSE.
Hey, can I say that?
Yes.
CANCELPOCALYPSE!
Exactly. So Manos, remember last week when we talked about how a bunch of shit was getting canceled? Oh, and the other weeks before that?
I know.
Marvel's just at it.
Holy shit.
Okay, this week alone, they canceled 4 books. They canceled X-23, Ghost Rider, Black Panther, and Dokken.
Oh, that was my favorite metal band of the 80s.
I know! And, well, Ghost Rider I was kind of not shocked on because I was like, it's gonna get 6 issues. I'm sorry, but I'm not hearing any hype for it.
I didn't even know it was out until we did a news story the other day.
Yeah, and we mostly focused on the fact that it's a woman.
Yeah.
No, wait, let me rephrase that. We focused on the fact that it had jugs.
Yeah.
That's what we do around here.
It just seems so weird.
I mean, does.
When there's a female equivalent to a male character, it does have they normally have a feminine look to them. Like, Batwoman and She-Hulk and all sorts of shit like that. But, I mean, literally, if you're not paying attention to female Ghost Rider, you go, wow, what am I looking at?
Yes. And just these 4 alone, and X-23 got a little bit more of the, oh no, because it was the only Marvel book by a female writer.
And also, it was starting to get popular, actually.
It was.
And I'll be honest, I've been hearing some good press about it, and I was actually thinking about picking it up. It's like, God damn it!
I didn't fully realize it was getting popular, because it was announced canceled at the beginning of the week. Even on Twitter, I'm like, not to sound dickish, but I'm baffled by people making a big deal out of this. I thought because from what I heard word of mouth at my comic shop,
yeah, and
please excuse the words here, they called it a Wolverine clone.
Well, she is a Wolverine clone.
I know, I'm like,
she is literally a Wolverine clone.
Oh, believe me, the endless amount of confusion. No, I got it, but they were just like, honestly, it's just generic Wolverines. That's what they thought. Mind you, this is only like 3 people, and this.
Oh, well then, yeah.
And according to this list, X-23 was the highest selling out of all these canceled books.
Yeah. So eat it, 3 people that I don't know.
That I barely know who randomly talk to me. I'm pretty sure I had a lesson about this in kindergarten, but who cares? Mm-hmm. What is with them? Like, we really talked about it last time, but...
Wow, look at this. Wow.
Are they low on cash?
Who knows?
Are they running into some financial problem? Like, I get it, these weren't popular, but all of them in the same... These 4 in the same week. Mm-hmm. And, just constant canceling. And the funny thing is, while this was going on, because the big question of, what title's going to drop next? Because a lot of these are, again, this article even has a list of titles that are selling way less than a couple of these. Some people are like...
God, is that their sales numbers?
Yep.
Jesus, comic books are doing terrible.
Exactly.
I mean, God damn, 23,000. I mean, the most successful one was doing 24,000.
Mm-hmm.
Hmm.
Uh, who knows? To be fair, most of these are characters that some people, but again, not that many people still know about that Ghost Rider. X-23 was still about to break out of that obscurity. Alpha
Yeah.
Flight is doomed to be Alpha Flight. Not to mention the endless headache that Black Panther title was giving, well, mostly you, because it changed, because it became Daredevil became Black Panther Man Without Fear, and then they've recently changed it to Most Dangerous Man Alive. And then there was that weird shit with the American Panther.
Is that like an ad campaign for liquor?
Exactly.
Black Panther, the most dangerous man alive.
I don't always drink beer, but when I do, I drink hell's blood.
Yes.
Yeah, like again, I'm just talking about how confused I am because at least all these books were published. Last week we covered books that weren't even
Yeah,
like
I mean, they didn't even give Destroyers and Victor Von Doom a chance.
yeah, and this is on the list, but again, All Winter Squadron got an issue mini got canned after 5 issues.
Wow,
Midway
the
through
irony of that
Independence.
name is just, you know,
And here I
impossible.
thought, yeah, and here I thought the Charlie Sheen fad would keep it going till issue 8, but nope.
Yeah, yeah, boy, that was miscalculation on your part.
Yeah, take that. Yeah, I'm kind of paying
Oh,
attention to most of the ones that are on this. Well, I think Shield, that series is kind of like a mini series where they go for like 6 issues and
hmm
and then say, "Oh, volume 3 is coming out," like that. So
yeah.
that one I don't know why that's there. Deadpool Max is the lowest selling.
Good.
Exactly. I've been hearing really good things about Avengers Academy. Uh,
I've a lot like X-23. That's another book I've heard is sort of, a sleeper out there that the ones who are reading it are really enjoying it.
hmm X
And
Factor,
I
of
think,
course.
if I'm not mistaken, um, each month on Avengers Academy, they vote off a character. Am
Is
I
that?
correct on that?
I don't know. I think you're confusing Ghost Hunters Academy, man.
Oh, that's right. That's right.
To be fair, it'd be a lot funnier if it was all in night vision and they tried to find Ghost every issue. I'd read. Repetitive? What's that mean? So I'm out of words. Are you out of words for this one?
Well, there is some speculation that this is Marvel cleaning house and trying to make some changes to compete with DC's New 52.
That did come to me because DC's been pummeling them in sales because of all that.
Well, they've had a huge month, and I think the second month was pretty successful. We'll see. I mean, how long this goes.
Yeah,
Uh, but
because
right now,
odds are we'll be
Marvel's
talking like a year from now. We'll be talking about the same thing happening. Like they announced all these books that got canned already.
yeah, man. I don't know. It just doesn't seem like any book, no matter who's in it, lasts at all. I
Yeah,
mean,
unless they've had a movie out.
I've been contemplating picking up Heroes for Hire, and I keep not buying it because I'm afraid it's going to be canceled the very next issue.
I keep hearing it's canceled and it's not. It's really weird. And they're doing like
That's why I haven't picked it up. Hey, Marvel, that's why I haven't picked up Heroes for Hire. I don't know if it's going to be around.
they don't know either, I guess. The writers are even kind of finicky on it in interviews. Well, they're finicky on everything they do for Marvel.
Yeah,
They haven't had a fair chance at Marvel since they canceled Nova.
Nova?
Like they were writing Nova, that was like let's just say their longest running ongoing from them, and then they canceled that and basically kind of demolished the cosmic side of Marvel because there was this whole little line of cosmic books that they were mostly writing on their own. Dan Abnett and Andy Lanning, for those who
No.
aren't sure. And I think they're still doing Resurrection Man. Again, there's rumors that they might be quitting that.
Mm-hmm.
But I only heard that like towards the beginning of the 52 starting, and I haven't heard anything else from that since.
Mm.
So, yeah,
Resurrection Man's still around?
maybe. Who knows? Captain Logan knows.
Yeah, we'll have to ask him. Have they canceled that yet?
And he's like, quit tempting it. Quit jinxing it. Okay, so
All
our,
right.
our next story. A book that's ending, not getting canceled, is Punisher Max. It's ending in issue 22, but with a bunch of series dropping like flies, a lot of people were saying, oh no, that's gone too. And then Jason Aaron said, no, no, it's ending the way I wanted.
Yep.
Which you never hear anymore. Wait, you got to end it the way you did? You're mad.
What the hell?
It's ain't reality.
No. Cheer up, kids. It's not being canceled because of the Cancelopolis. It's just going away.
Yeah, and whatever.
It's like, well, that doesn't make me feel that much better.
At least you'll have a satisfying ending if you love it.
Yeah.
And I hear good things about this. I'm not a Punisher guy at all.
Neither am I.
So,
I just read the initial Welcome Back, Frank from Garth Ennis.
same
And
here.
that's been kind of it.
Yeah, I picked up the first issue of the series in the current regular Punisher series by Rucka,
Yeah.
and because I'm lazy and forgetful, I haven't picked up like the other 3 issues.
That's okay.
I liked that first issue. It was good. I don't remember a damn thing about it, of course, because again, memory.
I'm guessing Punisher shot some guys.
For all we know, he gave him flowers.
That would be hilarious.
That would be very hilarious. And then it's all shot in night vision.
With the Punisher yelling at an empty room, "Do it!"
No. He's just going, okay, Ghost, come and touch me.
No. Touch me.
Touch me.
Come on!
I've realized that. That's like the most sophisticated method those guys have. Okay, wait for the Ghost to touch something.
Oh.
This could take a while. Again, we're not Punisher guys, and we weren't obviously reading the series, so we have no comment.
Yeah, we've talked a long time in a book we don't give a shit about.
Yeah, of course.
Let's move on.
Okay. Brian Wood and Becky Cloonan are starting a new Conan the Barbarian ongoing.
Well, since CONAN doesn't have anything to do with the
Marvel. Yeah, I was about to say that. Like, since her current job got canned, why not do something with a well-known fictional character? And I don't know why, but I want to check this out. I have never read a damn thing by these people.
Mm-hmm.
All of Conan I read is the first Dark Horse volume by Kurt Busiek, and I want to try this out just because the covers look cool.
Let me tell you something. I have never read a comic with Conan in it.
Neither did I until that first volume.
And when I was a kid, Conan was like a Marvel book for a long time.
Yeah, and
I don't know. It was just that book I never picked up.
the really crazy thing is, because that series went on forever at Marvel,
Oh, it did, yeah, for years.
Dark Horse is currently putting it all out in trade,
Yeah.
which scares the living shit out of me. Because there's a whole wall dedicated to just Conan in my comic shop now. It's intimidating.
People are digging the Conan.
Yeah, even though that movie did horribly.
Yeah, that's weird. It seems like Conan's doing very well, despite the fact that his film didn't.
Well, I don't think they never did any. I don't know if Dark Horse did anything cross-promotion wise, like they were really pimping. They didn't seem to like really make a big deal out of it. Like they weren't in control of that movie whatsoever.
Well, that's a good point. It's not like when Marvel and DC has, one of their titles.
Or when like the Hellboy movies were coming out and they had BPRD or something. Like I'm pretty sure they had no say whatsoever. They just have the comic rights to the character, so they got nothing. I still want to check that movie out, by the way, only because I like the guy who played Conan.
Yeah.
But
And Rose McGowan's in that, too.
yeah, that too.
I didn't notice that.
And
until-
Ron Perlman.
Yeah. Ron Perlman and Rose McGowan?
There's probably a bunch of other cool people in that movie I'm forgetting.
Yeah. I actually didn't know she was in it until I saw an interview with her. It's like, she's in that movie? And then there was a shot of her. It's like, oh yeah, she's like really made up.
Yeah, and she has like this hair get up bald cap thing.
Yeah.
It's coming out on DVD soon, so I'll probably rent it.
Hmm.
But yeah, I might at least try and check this first issue out. That cover looks awesome, the Becky Cloonan cover. So, Manos,
Yeah.
you want to go back to the future?
Why not? I'd love to like.
Oh wait, 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 wait.
Take
That's your in cap show. Never mind.
Oh, okay.
Damn it. I'm now gonna get sued. Okay,
No, I think you're good.
you don't know that. He could be in a really bad mood when if he ever sees this. I don't think he will. So, one thing about the reboot that really annoyed a lot of people, me included, was Batman Beyond was getting canned.
Yeah, I mean, they made this big deal out of like taking all this time. Everyone's like, oh, are they going to do it? Are they going to do it? There was teasing, and then they finally did it. And then, what, 3 issues later, like, oh, we're going to do this new reboot thing. And
it only got, like,
disappeared.
that ongoing only got to 8 issues.
Yeah.
And now they're doing something a little cool. They're bringing that back, and they're doing a Justice League Beyond, but they're doing something a little unique with it. What they're going to do is they're going to put those two series out digitally first.
Mm-hmm.
But a week later, they're going to put out they're going to both be collected in a 48-page monthly series called, and believe me, this title just makes me laugh, Batman Beyond Unlimited. Precisely.
Yes.
Not at all combining popularity from 2 popular animated shows, DC.
Oh, boy.
Oh, and Manos, you know who's going to be involved with it?
Norm Brayfogle.
Yes.
I'm
I knew
very excited about that. Oh, he's one of my all-time favorite Batman artists. Mm-hmm. And he kind of disappeared off the face of the earth after he left the book back in the 90s, like mid-90s. He kind of took off. And I really like his Batman. And I think that now this, of course, is Terry McGinnis Batman, so it's not really Batman. So,
but you could forgive that Batman, can you?
I can forgive it, yeah. But he's a skinnier Batman. So, Norman Brayfogle always did kind of do a lankier Batman than, let's say Frank Miller.
Well, to be fair, Frank Miller does a Lego Man Batman now.
Yeah.
Well, Frank Miller does a Lego construction of everything.
Yes.
And also, Beechin, who's written the miniseries and the first ongoing, he's writing it, and Brayfogle's doing the Batman part. And the Justice League part is being written and drawn by Dustin Nguyen.
Yay, who I also like.
I like him too. Writing, I haven't seen him write anything, so that's always curious to see.
We'll see about that. I like Adam Beechin. He's done
No, I mean Dustin Nguyen.
Dustin Nguyen. Yeah, I haven't seen anything he's written, so I'm very curious.
I know Beechin's the miniseries and that ongoing were amazing. I love them.
And I'm confused about something. I haven't picked any of these issues up. Does this take place in regular DC continuity in the future? Or is it connected to the show?
I think it's connected to a few years ago, they said that one of those 52 alternate Earths was the Batman Beyond Earth.
Yeah.
I'm
Which is
guessing,
basically the Bruce Timm Earth.
Yeah, I don't know if that's it, because Morrison in Batman 700 had McGinnis in there, and he stated that was a future.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm pretty sure they might have answered it in an interview somewhere. I assume it's just in its own little bubble.
Although Batman 700 was, what, a year ago?
Yeah.
Who knows if that's a continuity anymore?
True. I don't know. I like to think of it its own bubble, I guess, because they had Dick Grayson in the miniseries, and
Is he in the miniseries? What's he doing? They've never truly answered that.
Actually,
what's Dick Grayson doing? The last they said was like in the Return of Joker, where he went off to his own And that was it. That's all they said.
I can't remember clearly, but there is a twist in it. He basically decides to become Hush.
Really?
Yes, and that's a big twist because Hush starts showing up, and it's actually a big reveal in one of the issues that Dick Grayson
Like
is the new Hush.
a villainous Hush, or is he like a good guy Hush?
I can't. He was playing the villain card. I had again. It's been a long time. I only read it when it initially came out. I need to get my hands on that trade sometime soon.
Mm-hmm.
It's out. The first one's out in trade, and they're putting the ongoing out in its own trade soon.
Mm.
But yeah, he was Hush. Again, I'm really sketchy on what happened, so I can't tell you. But I don't know. It was good though. I can tell you. I can tell you that clearly. So yeah, I am happy. Duke is happy.
Well, I am looking forward to Super Batman Beyond Unlimited, really cool, badass, extreme.
Part 2, The Quickening.
Yes.
That
is the full title, by the way.
That is. They might shorten it before it comes out, but so far that's the real title. So, okay, we've talked about something that makes us happy.
Yeah.
Let's bring up some old flesh wounds, Manos.
All right, sure.
Okay.
Hey, remember that Wonder Woman pilot that we didn't care much for?
Yes. Wait, what? I don't care.
Because David E. Kelly is not the guy you grab to do Wonder Woman. I mean, I don't know what made them think, oh yeah, the guy did Ally McBeal. That's totally...
I could totally imagine Wonder Woman off that show.
Yeah. Oh, let's see. Well, Woody Allen canceled, so it has to be David E. Kelly.
Okay, I would be more excited for the Woody Allen one. That sounds hilarious.
Suddenly Wonder Woman's talking like, an old Jew. It's like, I don't know if, these things are working out with, Hades and, why can't
I find a decent scone anywhere?
Oh. Oh.
Should we tell them what the real story is? Because we got the background out.
David E. Kelly has not given up, damn it. Wonder Woman is going to appear on Harry's Law.
Sort of.
Hey, here's a quick fun fact. There's a show called Harry's Law that exists.
Here's what I know about Harry's Law. Kathy Bates carries a shotgun. That is all I know.
Yep. David E. Kelly decided to do something kind of a change of pace for him, and it's about a lawyer.
I'm guessing that's a big twist.
Yeah. Oh my God. That's like, I dare you to I dare David E. Kelly. David E. Kelly not doing a show about lawyers is like Michael Bay doing something without explosions.
Or us being totally serious.
Yeah. Michael Bay would remake My Dinner with Andre before David E. Kelly does something else without lawyers.
Okay. Now, should we tell them how Wonder Woman's going to be in this?
Oh, I guess so. Erica Durance, who played Wonder Woman.
She played Lois, Manos.
Excuse me.
That costume is tricking you, I know.
It is. Yeah, I'm looking at her in the Wonder Woman suit, which is a tweak on the new 52 suit, by the way.
Actually, no, that's from Smallville. She was wearing a Wonder Woman. That's a screenshot from Smallville. Sakes.
Fuck Smallville. Fuck that fucking show.
Well, I'm sorry, Manos, but they happen to have the perfect picture.
Oh.
Can I explain the premise? Because you seem to be confused.
I am confused because everything about this is horrible. All right, go on.
Okay, so the premise of the episode is Erica Durance is going to play a psychotically disturbed woman who believes she's Wonder Woman while, I'm reading this word for word, doling out vigilante justice to domestic abusers. This picture that you're probably currently seeing, because I'm an unoriginal moron, is not from this episode. This is from an episode of Smallville where her costume just so happened to look like Wonder Woman. I guess. Yeah. No, Tom Welling's not going to be in the episode as well. So yeah, that's the premise. Apparently David E. Kelly just can't let go of Wonder Woman as much as Manos wants him to.
I know. Why don't you leave her alone?
Apparently David E. Kelly is this weird abuser to Wonder Woman.
Yeah,
It's strange.
David E. Kelly not kneeing you in the groin is a constant struggle for me.
And I'm only having one counter, and mind you, I haven't seen the pilot, but I only know this is in there. I want to know how long it takes Erica Durance to kill someone with a pipe. That is the only thing that's the thing that thing's remembered for.
Yeah.
Like besides the crappy early costume.
It's a special episode. It's going to be a crack pipe.
Yes.
Because that's what you're going to need to enjoy this episode.
Maybe. Again, I don't know much about the show. It got picked up for a second season, unlike Community, which got canceled by NBC, you motherfuckers.
Yeah.
You people do not notice, but I have a raging middle finger right now at my computer screen.
Thank God you said middle finger.
I know. Well, the Wonder Woman picture had... No, I'm kidding. So, yeah. Do you have anything else to add, Manos?
No, I'm all done. I'm all pissed.
He's stabbing a pillow right now, pretending it's David E. Kelly.
Now I'm going to go, like, out on the streets and hit a stranger in the head with a toilet.
You're not the spirit, Manos. Okay, give me a moment here. Now our final story, and I'm not going to put... we're not going to cover this too much, because this was kind of a small request from CC Scorsese.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so...
Can I read this headline?
Yes.
Okay. You ready?
Yes.
Vigilante teens pose as superheroes, confront predators.
That is accurate and awesome. Okay, so let me give you the big background here. So a couple kids, well, okay, if I'm going to call them teenagers, let's not demean them. You're
younger than me. What do you give a shit?
Good point. Here's what they did. They posed as teenage girls on chat room sites.
Ow. Yeah.
And,
everyone does.
Like everyone does. And then here's what they did. They scheduled a rendezvous and then would approach the offender, let's just say that, dressed up like superheroes. That is it. They would meet up at the spot dressed up like Batman or the Flash and then just talk to the guy.
Okay, so this is basically Dateline Predator
And
with
film
superheroes.
it. They would film it and put it on YouTube.
This is quite good.
This is, but here's the thing. That's not what the
Uh-oh.
story's about. This is not what the story's about.
Oh.
The police told the kids that for their safety, because, well, this may be a shocker, but it could be dangerous trying to schedule a private meeting with a sex offender.
Mm-hmm. Charlie Sheen.
Thank you. That'd be great if they ran into him. And for their safety, they told him to take the videos down. But here's the thing that is the screwed up part about this. Somehow, their names got leaked to the press.
Ooh.
And everyone knows who they are. Oh yeah, good protection there, cops. The Great Policemen of Canada, or British Columbia, or both. I'm constantly hearing Canadian and British Columbian in this article. So, okay. So that happened. They got their little moment in the sun. And again, there's not much to talk about it. These kids were... And it's not like they called the cops on them. They just went there with a camera, dressed as superheroes, and then said, "What are you doing here?"
Yeah. You know, this is actually... I actually like this better than Dateline Predator. I mean... Yeah, I mean, the guy walks into that generic kitchen, and then he sees Batman, and Batman goes,
I want you to sit down.
Well, the thing is, they wouldn't meet at a house. They would meet in a public open area for safety, at parks.
Ruining my joke.
I'm sorry, but I wanted to. I'm sorry. I wanted to be truthful. Joke killer strikes again, Manos.
That's right. Oh, I was going to do a 5-minute bit with him doing the Dateline thing.
You can still do it. I think it'd be fun.
No, it's over.
Oh, I'm sorry. Uh, well, here's the thing. So their channel got taken down. They put up a new channel called The Justice Trolls because their whole series was called To Troll a Predator.
Yes.
And, okay, at first, they were only consistent of a Christian Bale Batman and a mustached Flash.
Jeff Johns, you've done it again!
Congratulations. And now they have a Robin and a Green Lantern.
Ooh, is Robin a good idea?
Yeah, I'm like, okay, good luck with that. They should get like a guy in his like mid-20s to dress up like Robin just to really throw that guy off.
Yeah, in the shorts, in the green panties.
The booties. Okay. Yeah, so we spent a good couple minutes talking about it, but yeah, that's basically what happened. These kids got a little bit of moment in the sun, undeserved technically. Like, the series was kind of spreading, it was becoming viral, and the police caught on and said, "Oh, we better keep you safe and accidentally leak your name to the public because we're so awesome and smart."
So wait, so this is Canada, you said?
Canada.
Well, why aren't they dressed like Alpha Flight or Wolverine?
Because, well, first off, they wanted to stick with DC, and also, who wants to keep their dignity? Who wants to get rid of their dignity that much to dress like Alpha Flight, Manos? You tell me. I'm just saying, the guy who decides to dress like Puck, he's given up on having a positive outlook on life.
Well, this guy shows up after driving 500 miles to have sex with an underage teenager. Is welcomed by a guy dressed up like Sasquatch.
I'm a teenage girl, I swear. This is just a clever disguise. Oh boy, oh boy. That actually, you have a good point.
Of course, yeah.
I've stand corrected, Manos. That's funnier than the Batman thing. In the generic kitchen. Oh god.
Okay, I just I'm just gonna get going.
No, sit down.
Oh, okay, I'll sit down.
Are you the hero or the villain of the story?
Well, it's just I was just bringing her these cookies.
Are you affiliated with Joel Schumacher?
No, I don't want to. I don't know. Hey, can I go? Because I'm like a teacher, dentist, mayor husband.
Who saves puppies and gives his blood to needy people.
Oh. But, yes, the end.
The end. Oh, hey, we mentioned a story about Canada and didn't break into crappy Canadian accents, eh?
Yeah, eh? Well, I don't know. We can't do that every time.
No, we could.
Well, that's true. We could do it every time.
Apparently our Canadian audience is just used to it now. Fine, they can do it. Okay, so that's pretty much all we got.
Yeah, sorry, folks. Hey, let's talk about some stuff that happened. Like, Neil Gaiman was on Simpsons. Did you see that episode?
No, I was out like doing housework and shit.
It was quite funny. It was a take on Ocean's 11, where the Homer and the gang tries to get together and make a fake preteen book, which basically they have to actually make it.
Mm-hmm.
About it's a youth fantasy novel about a troll school. And Neil Gaiman helps them by like getting potato salad and getting their drink orders and shit like that.
Because
he's
when
not
you bring in Neil Gaiman, you make him get your dinner.
Yeah, he's not writing it. I think Principal Skinner wrote most of the book.
That is hilarious.
And
now I'm just imagining like Doctor Who making it. That's why it took so long for us to get the Doctor's wife. They were like, Neil, go get us some sandwiches. But don't you want me to write this? No, we need those damn sandwiches. That can wait till
And
season 6.
and the best line is Neil Gaiman has he has an idea. They realize they sell the book, and then they realize they're only doing it for the money, and then the publisher is going to change it, all sorts of story changes, and they get upset, and they don't know why because they have the money.
Mm-hmm.
And Neil Gaiman tells them, "You are experiencing what it's like to be a writer, what the joy of creation, and all that stuff." And Homer goes, "British Fonzie is right."
Yes. And
Yes.
the thing that sucks, this episode won't be on Hulu until next week. I hate Fox for that.
And weak.
Hey, man, I got a lot of stuff to do.
I think this is written by one of the Futurama writers because it was actually really funny.
Wow,
It was a funny episode. I know.
Must have been them then. I'm with
And,
you on this.
But it was quite good. So I can't think of anything else. Neil Gaiman's been kind of all over the place aside from writing comics. He went on a small little rock tour with his wife, Amanda Palmer. And then he's appeared on The Simpsons as an actor.
He wrote Doctor Who.
He did write a Doctor Who episode.
One of my favorites now, by the way. Thank you very much.
That is a really good episode. I really enjoyed the episode quite a bit.
Yes.
I think I'm done. I don't have anything else to really talk about.
Yeah. Go find it wherever it is, legal or not.
Yes.
We don't give a shit, I guess.
All right.
So let's get our normal crap out of the way. You
Yeah,
can follow us both on Twitter, where we do things there.
We talk about spectacular stuff that'll blow your mind. You have to join us on Twitter.
Or
if you do, you're a spaz.
Or it's just horrible rehash of the shit we do here, whatever. I think most of my tweets for the last week were like Frank Miller's Hat of Evil tweets.
Yeah, I think I twittered quite a bit about Frank Miller myself.
Yes. And apparently everyone's fearing that I'm going to become him because I'm growing the beard, and they're worried I'm going to find the hat. Here's a little fun fact for you people. God put me on this earth to make sure that there would never be a perfect-sized hat for me. I have a giant-ass head and have never worn a hat that fits.
Well, hey, don't feel bad. I mean, a lot of people have had giant-ass heads, like, Bob's Big Boy and Oprah.
Thank you. I feel like I'm in such an elite group, Manos. I don't have a giant burger, though, to lift up with one arm.
Well, I mean, come on. Who's to say you can't? That's what dreams are for.
Manos, this is the worst Disney film ever. And the thing, and someone's like, okay, so the thing is that kind of spinned off to something, by the way, and they're like, okay, what would you write if you became Frank Miller? All-star Aquaman.
Mm-hmm.
He would start, killing whales and raping mermaids. I have thought this through to the letter. It'll come out twice a millennium. It'll come out twice a decade. It'll be drawn by a completely different person each time. No, every panel will be done by a different artist because I just can't make up my mind.
Mm-hmm.
It'll be riddled with horrible, horrible things about whatever whatever I consider a hippie action to be.
Even if that is horribly outdated.
Yes. God damn it, those hippies from the 60s. Sir, this is the year 2020.
Yeah, I'm so sorry those hippies from the 60s hurt your feelings, Frank.
I'm going on this new theory that Frank Miller time traveled and spent a month just around hippies, and he got really sick and tired of it, and then he came back a changed man.
Yeah, those damn hippies 40 years ago.
I'm gonna need you, Hat. You're gonna help me. So what
you know who really pisses me off?
What?
Nixon. Damn. Ugh. That Nixon drives me nuts.
We need to get revenge on him. What were we talking about? We're on Twitter.
Yeah, we're on Twitter.
That same
Uh,
shit happens to us on Twitter.
yeah, it's hilarious.
Yes.
I also write a comic book. It's called The Red Knight, and it's generally kind of bi-monthly. And it's about a superhero who's trying to make it, and nobody believes in him, and blah blah blah. I think it's quite good. Art by J.C. Grande, and issue 3 is going to be coming out next month, and you can order it by finding it on PayPal using my email brother-justin@hotmail.com. And if you can't find it that way, just write me and I'll help you out. Also, my horror movie, Caprice. Did you know there's an article in this month's Fangora?
Oh, you mentioned that somewhere.
Yeah, there's a like a half-page article interviewing the director and the actress, Renee Thrasher, and it's very exciting. I mean, I made that. It's in Fangora. I can't believe it.
I need to find the one place in my town that sells that magazine now.
Good luck.
I think it's just Barnes & Noble, but I need to double check.
You better go to Barnes & Noble.
Yes, because that'd probably be the only reason I go there anymore. Those people have burned me now.
Yeah. Unfortunately, it doesn't mention my name as the guy who co-wrote it.
Yeah, well, you take your victories.
Yeah, I mean, it's the thing I helped create, so, there it is. So it's in this month's issue.
You can buy your issue and then write Manos' real name in there.
And, yeah, write Fangora and tell them how awesome it is.
Yes. So, this show is available as a podcast, though, again, I've been lazy, and also the website is disagreeing with me lately, so I haven't been able to put up some of the newer ones. But I'll get it all up, hopefully before, probably Wednesday, because I'm heading out of town Wednesday for Thanksgiving, which transitions to our next part. There will not be a show next week. Thanksgiving and also news will probably be possibly be a bit of a drought. If there's stuff, don't worry. Next show we'll cover it. And again, like we said before, towards the end of the year, this show might, unsuspectingly not have an episode.
Yeah.
And also, we got our annual Q&A coming up at the end of January. You might as well get hyped up now.
Mm-hmm.
Don't ask me what we're doing.
I can't believe it's almost been a year that I joined you.
Yes, I can't believe I've gotten off my ass enough to do this for 2.
Wow, that's crazy.
And over 800 people click the subscribe button. Only 400 of you watch this show, but 800 of you click that button.
Don't be bitchy.
I'm sorry. I just want to point that out.
Oh.
And that other 400 won't listen, so whatever.
All right. Well, I'm sorry. We probably won't be on next week, but to make things up...
Actually, Manos, I just forgot what we were going to do.
Oh,
Last week, we told you people to give us your plan B. Give us a plan B. You want to read some of the suggestions we got, Manos?
Oh, I have to go to that video.
Yeah,
Hold on.
I forgot to mention that. I thought of that earlier this week and almost spaced off. We're going to go to that real quick.
Hold on, let me get to it. Well, one of them, I remember, I think the last one was talk about boobies. And
we did that earlier.
I do that all the time anyway.
And we did that earlier with female Ghost Rider.
We did talk about female Ghost Rider's boobies. Now, they're made of fire, right?
I don't know.
Yeah, so let me take a look here. Well, let me look at these comments.
Apparently someone commented that there's a British channel called E4. Good for them, I guess.
Yes.
Oh, can we talk about my favorite comment only because of your response to it?
Oh, sure, what?
Okay, Deadpoolzilla suggested we had a fight to the death.
Mm-hmm.
And then I commented with comic news, Thunderdome edition. And you, being the Misty fan you are, said, aren't we beyond Thunderdome? That's one of the few I've seen, and I knew that joke.
I cannot resist bringing that joke into any conversation when people start to talk about Mad Max Beyond Thunderdome.
Well, actually, I follow a good couple people on the internet, like on thatguywiththeglasses.com, everyone who contributes to that website is a fan of that show in some way, and
Yes.
they have like this competition of who can make the most Beyond Thunderdome jokes between each other.
Hmm. Let's see. Well, we are watching, let's see. I'm trying to think. Oh, Plan B, Kill a Hooker and Finger Paint with Blood.
We do. That's our pre-ritual show. We can't ruin that.
That's right. Plan B, talk about three-part mini comics being packaged with Masters of the Universe variants. I don't know about that.
Um, I'm not trying to. I know that the guy who has asked me this before. I just want to get this out of the way because I don't think I've mentioned this. We never cover toy news here. We
No.
don't know a damn thing about toys, and
Nope.
also, in the past, I've covered toys and have gotten people bitching at me for it. So I'm never covering toy-related stuff.
Oh, really? What did you say that so offended?
Well, they were just like, you obviously don't know, so why talk? That's my point, and people wanted me to talk about it, so I'm just like, no, I don't want to do it, so there.
Hmm.
And plus there's a billion toy reviewers, they'll cover it, follow them, they know it, we don't, okay?
Okay.
And besides, really, toys, I don't really look at them like a big, like, yeah, it's, figures are cool and all, whatever.
I don't know. It's so part of the industry now, and back in the '90s, it would be exciting when DC would do something with figures or new Marvel line and stuff like that. But now it's like any obscure thing in DC or Marvel like has a figure line or has a figure. So I don't know.
Yeah.
It's so not unless something really amazing happens. I don't think we should cover it.
Yeah, and this guy's asked for it before. His defense is, well, you're talking about the comics. Okay, well, Manos, do you give a crap about He-Man?
No.
Yeah, neither do I. What would your opinion be on these comics?
I'm sure they're fine. I don't know. I have not been interested in He-Man since 85.
Never really been interested. I watched that new cartoon that came out like almost 10 years ago now.
Yikes.
Almost. I'm probably a little off on the number, but it's practically been a decade.
It was 2000s. It was like after 2002 or something like that.
Yeah, and that's it. And I wasn't even a big fan of that. So, again, even if we didn't have, like, I didn't put the embargo on toy-related stuff, we have nothing to talk about on this. We don't care about the subject.
See, I did like the 2000s cartoon. What I thought was funny was it started out like the old cartoon where Adam like comes out and starts talking like his whole like monologue, and he gets attacked, and he's like he's interrupting, never gets to finish his little speech that he used to always do in the old show, and he'd like fight, and then they'd fight, and fight,
And they fight, and they fight, and they fight, and they fight.
Yes. That's yeah. Let's see what else we got. Fight to the death. Let's see. Somebody said talk about comic book movies for next year.
We do that constantly on the show, though.
Yeah. Let's see. Let's see. Do news on other nerd stuff like movies, cartoons, books, manga, anime, video games, etc., etc.
I follow like two of those.
We occasionally do that.
I don't read like regular books.
Oh, how about this? Are you excited about the Adventure Time comic book that's supposed to be coming out next year?
Never heard about it.
You've heard about Adventure Time, right?
Oh, of course.
Okay. Well, there is a Adventure Time comic that's supposed to be coming out. I recently read that, and oddly enough, it's supposed to be coming out from Boom Studios. Not DC, which is part of the whole Cartoon Network, Warner, Time, Turner thing.
Maybe the studio who makes it isn't like owned by Warner Brothers and they got it out.
That's possible.
Because a lot of stuff isn't just made by Warner Brothers and put on Cartoon Network.
Let's see. Logan's been making a good point how if DC really wants to approach new fans, they should really tackle like kids and approach kid readers and stuff like that. Well, Adventure Time would have probably been a good book. I think.
Yeah.
And also, it's for kids and stoners.
I think mostly for stoners.
Well, yes.
I stand by my comment. Let's see. Someone wanted to talk about Gotham High. Have you ever heard of that, Manos?
Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah.
I
I
did.
don't think that was a suggestion for Plan B. I think it was just mentioning Gotham High.
It
Didn't we talk about that, or didn't you and Eric talk about that?
actually, I'm pretty sure one of those. It was ironically enough towards our holiday kind of coma,
Okay.
where we were just like we either couldn't get stuff done or, no news.
Yeah.
So it was kind of in that. I don't know what that show would have been like.
I think it would have been retarded.
That's when I'm like, I highly doubt it would have been good.
I as a series, no.
As a goofy, like, one-shot story, maybe.
You know what that reminded me of when I looked at those stills and some of the information. I think there was probably some of the series Bible we were looking at online. It reminded me of, those kind of like public domain kind of characters like Dracula and Tarzan and stuff and King Arthur. That you occasionally see stupid shows made about them. Like the Groovy Ghoulies.
Or the Sci-Fi Channel Sherlock Holmes movie where he fights a robotic dragon.
Now, even dumber.
Yeah. I've seen that movie, by the way.
If Batman wasn't owned by DC, that's probably the kind of stuff we'd see. Like,
Hell, owned by DC, a lot of stupid shit came out with Batman.
No. I mean, like, to the point where it's taking it from the premise.
Oh, yeah.
Where they're doing, like, dumb stuff. Like, they're not even, like, they're hanging around at high school and... there's no way this could be in continuity with any kind of form of Batman. So,
Manos. Cheers, but with all Batman villains. That is what you're kind of describing as well.
So Fraser Crane would be Dr. Hugo Strange.
Yes. I guess we could just make Sam Batman.
I thought you were thinking of all villains. So I guess, yeah.
He's the nicest guy. I'm never angry at Sam.
Okay. So does that make Diane Catwoman?
Yes.
Okay.
Now we gotta...
Diane Chambers is Catwoman. That's really never a sentence I thought I'd say.
I highly doubt we fulfilled anyone's fan fiction there.
No, that fan fiction was just written like 3 seconds ago.
It will be sent to one of us.
Oh, God. Why do you have to say that?
It'll happen anyway. Oh, by the way.
I'm not answering any emails.
Okay.
If I see it, forget it.
Okay. Any more of these Plan B suggestions?
But, yeah.
Norm would be the Penguin.
Yeah, that's pretty good. I like that.
Okay. Can we get off that and
yeah.
Oh, here's my new favorite Plan B. Release the Kraken. We don't have one.
Or we can combine the casts of Batman and What's Happening.
I don't think Rerun fits in. Okay, I dare someone to try and do that.
I would love to see Rerun as, I don't know, I guess the Joker.
What do you be? Just imagine the Joker saying that. I think we've gotten all our silliness out of the way.
Okay.
So until next time, I'm Duke.
And I am the real Manos.
Goodbye.